repeat the whole thing again. So there are two ways to cut. Really, you can slice like this to get in, which is just as quick to penetrate, or this one here, because it's a little bit longer, seems a little bit better. That stake of this one, we'll do this one and this one. So this one's the ATS D4, the other one was a D2. Put this one back to front because I'm a little bit left-handed. This way you don't miss any meat. Just cut over these fillets, obviously. See how that one runs down a bit better. Just clear this bit here before we stick it up in the tree. This makes it a little bit easier. So you just feel for that joint there, and get around this little bone. There's a bone on here. Just gotta go around. Under. Probably missing all this. I'm going under the velvet girdle. Look at the other one. Right, so here the legs just hanging in the tree, cooling down. Just use one branch to sling between a couple of branches. It's best to leave them to cool down before you bag it up, because it sweats in the bag. Obviously it could be going off, especially in summer. It's winter of course here now, so it's not so bad. And if you bone it out where you're not carrying around that extra weight, so you can carry a bit more meat out, hopefully we'll get, I don't know what weight, maybe 15 kilos maybe, all up. And as for the knives, they both work quite well. This extra length helped, and this was a better penetrating point. This seemed to slice better, and I think the granular structure of the D2 gives it a good, almost serrated edge maybe, even though they've both been honed with surgical honing stones. So I felt that this one still sliced A little bit better than the ATS 34. Job done. Now I'm going to give those bones to flash. Paradise on a stick, flash. Sika Mark 32, and it's 10:30. So it's getting a little bit of sunshine in the clearing here. You can see the condensation just on the inner wall here. This actually stayed completely dry last night, unless it was contacting where the outer wall had some condensation on it. Condensation just built up around on the top here. The outer shell, it's 6,000 millimeters of water head resistance, and the Oxford floor is 8,000. So that's well built. It has these doors. This also has a sort of an inner wall attached to the mozzie net, which is zipped together, and the mozzie net can be zipped up like that, and the outer wall is like that. You can attach this to this if you want, and for extra venting, well, you've got this vent here, but for extra venting you can go to here and just flop that down, obviously with the inner wall removed. Yeah, that's what she looks like. So you can see the vent at the end there, I hope. Yeah, so surprising. This inner shell wall was dry. Yet the outer shell, this is where the condensation built up. Well, anyway, now that the sun's on it, and that'll all just get evaporated away. Okay, I'll flash enjoying the sun. He's a little bit over 10 years old now, so he's starting to slow down, and his back legs aren't like what they used to be. Deserved rest, Flash? Right, it's a beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky. Flash is even looking for more deer. I suppose he's just not happy with the meat in the pack. Anyway, been a great hunt. Good to have a few days. This sort of weather, you feel like staying even longer. Well, pretty much out. It's a big climb up the hill. It's pretty unforgiving really if you don't stop. Anyway, job's broken now. Be out in another 2 minutes. Heading off home. There you go. Bit of scenery at the top. Subalpine sort of cover way up the top of the hills there.